The reactions have been pouring in from both American voters and lawmakers nationwide. Republicans largely taking the time to criticize Biden's time in office, and Democrats remarking on his lasting legacy. Leaders here in Oregon thanked President Biden for his time served, while also acknowledging this was a wise decision. Pacific Northwest legislators from both sides of the aisle shared their thoughts today. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden says he's all in to support Vice President Harris to go forward, building on her impressive record and defeating Donald Trump, calling Trump a convicted felon who wants to yank America backward with his checkered and erratic past of right-wing extremism on women's health care, dirty energy, and more. Last week, Congressman Earl Blumenauer became the first and only member of the Oregon congressional delegation to call on Biden to step aside as the nominee, saying President Joe Biden cemented his legacy in American history as the greatest president in the last 50 years, expressing he made the right decision to spend the remainder of his presidency implementing his landmark achievements rather than fighting a campaign against Donald Trump. Congresswoman Andrea Salinas agreed, saying President Biden has been a faithful public servant who has delivered on his promise to restore stability and rebuild the middle class. He has done more for working families during times of crisis than any other modern-day president. Washington Senator Patty Murray writing that America owes a debt of gratitude to Biden, saying he saved American democracy by beating Donald Trump and has led one of the most successful presidential administrations in history. Quote, like building our economy back up after a devastating pandemic, delivering on historic legislative triumphs, uniting the world against dictators like Putin, and restoring decency and integrity to the White House. Freshman Republican Congresswoman Lori Chavez-DeRemer's office says they are concerned that President Biden is unfit to carry out the rest of his term, saying if he's unable to run for re-election, he shouldn't be making day-to-day decisions that impact our national security. The delegates President Biden won in the primaries do not automatically transfer to Vice President Harris with his endorsement. And while we're seeing a surge in support for Harris, someone else can still challenge for the nomination. Now, two sources who spoke to West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin tell NBC News he is considering a run of his own.